Why do you do this job?
So I was really lucky to get a job with Kent Wildlife Trust 25 years ago. My first sites were really urban and they were fantastic for wildlife, and that immediately taught me that you can have fantastic wildlife and people together in the same space. That's been my ethos all the way through, which is why this project made sense to me.
I think what we've shown here is you can improve access and nature recovery and improve both of those things at the same time. The North Downs Way is about 153 miles long. It runs between Farnham in Surrey through the Surrey Hills into the Kent Downs, and it terminates at Dover.
Bluebell Hill is a small area of chalk downland. It also has some yew trees, it has some scrub. It's a triple SI, which means it's very important for the wildlife. And it also has the National Trail that runs right through the middle of the site.
My name's Jen. I am a North Downs Way ambassador, and I'm also a full-time hike leader taking people out along the North Downs Way. I love seeing their faces light up when you get views like you've got up here.
I love Bluebell Hill because you can see the entire countryside. For me personally, if I wasn't able to come to places like this, I wonder what my mental health would be like. It's just been so important to me, and I just feel really at home. I enjoy getting out with other people here as well, whether it's on my own or with others. It's just great.
Thanks to funding from Defra, we set up the National Trails Test and Trial Fund to support both National Trail staff and wider partners deliver outcomes for people and nature through innovative projects. The project here at Bluebell Hill is a fantastic example of where that's been achieved.
Kent Wildlife Trust, who manage this site, made the application working with myself on the North Downs Way and the Kent Downs National Landscape. So it improves physical access, so we've got some new gates, the trail is more accessible, we've got rid of some of the infrastructure, so it's easier for people to pass through, particularly people that have got mobility issues.
We've taken out 3 very old, tight wooden kissing gates that everyone had to squeeze through. 2 of the kissing gates that we've replaced have been replaced with medium mobility access kissing gates. Existing benches have been opened up and cleared of scrub, so they get fantastic views across the valley, and new benches are going in really good locations. And we also put in some new, more interesting interpretation.
This site's also very close to a byway where sometimes we do have antisocial behaviour in terms of people with maybe off-road bikes and 4x4s that can cause a nuisance and can cause damage to wildlife. Ideally, we'd want gaps so everybody can pass through, but obviously anything and anyone can get through a gap, and there has to be an element of managed access.
The other reason is that in the future we might want to graze the site, and that's going to be particularly useful if we're trying to maintain these butterfly populations. And obviously if we've got a gap, the animals are going to walk out. So we've got a really fabulous opportunity to try and get some species back on the site potentially. Brown hairstreak in particular. It's creeping ever closer to this part of Kent, but it is really isolated and really fragmented, the population at the moment. But we know that Bluebell Hill could be amazing for it. So we've had lots of volunteers here over the winter working really hard to clear back scrub and recreate blackthorn edge habitat, which is essential for the brown hairstreak butterfly. Because my specialism obviously is the wildlife side, Pete's is the people side, and I think that works really well together, where we work out what works best in any situation.
What we found is the more people that come here to enjoy, and that's the vast majority of people, the more of those visitors you get, the less antisocial behaviour we see, so it's an antidote to that kind of activity. You get huge amounts of job satisfaction doing things like this when you see volunteers involved, you see people out there enjoying the countryside, that it's a place to come for everybody.